loves, welcome to day 3 of this 12 days of yoga Christmas challenge. My name is Bethany, and if you don't know me, I am the Yogi Witch. So today's flow is entitled Stretch, and we are going to be looking at finding some space in the body, as well as relieving any stiffness, any tension that might be in us from too much drinking, too much dancing, all that Christmas festivities. So today you want to get yourself into something super comfortable, maybe your pajamas, maybe some baggy clothes, anything that makes you feel good. You can grab yourself a cup of tea, and for 20 minutes we're going to explore the space on our body. So again, you don't need a mat for this, you don't need any props, but if it helps your practice, you're welcome to grab them. So get yourself sorted, my darlings, and I'll meet you back here to get started. Okay, so to begin today's flow, you're going to come to lie all the way flat on the back. So get yourself comfortable, maybe taking those arms all the way overhead. Before relaxing the hands down by your side, and from here, bring those knees to touch, and we're going to take the feet to the edge of our mat. So creating almost like a little pyramid shape with our legs. Starting to kind of press into that lower spine, into the mat. And from here, we're going to take a beautiful deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, sigh it all the way out. So as I said in the intro, today's flow is called Stretch, and it's all about looking for some space. So I'm going to give you variations to poses, and you can go as deep as you want to go, as much as your body will allow today. But we're going to slow things down, find space, find peace within these poses. So beginning now to make our breath as deep and as slow as possible. Starting to feel every inhale, starting to feel every exhale. Just relaxing on the mat. Maybe you can hear the family around you, hear any animals, hear the jingle and jangle bells of Santa. You're going to bring your mind simply to the sacred space of your practice today, within your body, within your breath. So we're going to move slow, move deep, and just simply enjoy the next 20 minutes. So from here, you're going to bring both those knees into the chest, lifting the shoulders, lifting the head, and taking a few rocks from side to side, just to massage the base of the spine into the mat. And from here, we're going to allow those knees fall all the way over to the left-hand side. Take your gaze over to the right. Now maybe you stay here in a simple spinal twist, or if you'd like to intensify it, you're going to step this right foot above that left knee to the mat, bringing the knee to the sky, starting to feel that deep stretch in the right hip. Keep that breath steady. And if that right foot is just above the left knee, you're going to keep it here as we bring both knees into the center. This right ankle rests on the left knee, and we're going to push the knee out to the side. So moving to a full stretch. Now maybe you stay here, or if it's available, you can thread your hands to grab the thigh, relax the body down, flexing both feet to protect the knees and start to intensify the stretch. If it's too much, simply keep your right hand on the right knee, pushing it to the side. So finding the pose that suits you, that makes you feel good. Beautiful. And from here, you're going to place the left foot back into the mat. Your hands are going to grab this right thigh and we're going to bring it into the chest and extend the legs, so pointing the toes now. Maybe your hand stays rested on the thigh, maybe it slides up to the ankle, or maybe using your finger and your middle finger, using your index finger and your middle finger, you can grab the big toe and start to get a deeper stretch here, extending that left leg all the way flat to the mat. So if that leg starts to shake, then it just means you've gone too far. So just ease up on the stretch just a little. As we inhale and exhale, gently relax the left leg to the mat. Give yourself a full body stretch, pointing those fingers, pointing those toes. And then relax the body down by your side. Bring both knees into your chest. Lift the shoulders, lift the head. Once again, give yourself a few rocks from side to side to massage the body. Before we allow those knees to fall over to the right hand side, gaze comes over to the left. And again, this left foot is going to step above that right knee, bringing it to the mat. So starting to intensify both your spinal twist and that stretch in the hip. Beautiful. Keeping that left foot where it is, you're going to bring both knees back into the center and moving to your figure of four stretch. So again, you're going to push this left knee to the outside to create that four figure between those legs. And if it's available, you can thread the arms through to find the right thigh, flexing the left foot, flexing the right. Let's open the hips a little bit more. Beautiful, my loves. Relax the right foot to the mat. Take hold of the left thigh. I'm going to inhale to point the left toes to the sky. Again, maybe your hands stay on the thigh. Maybe they slide up to the ankle, or maybe that index finger, that middle finger finds the big toe. From here, you're going to extend the right leg all the way to the mat and find your way into this stretch. It can be quite intense, so if the leg starts shaking, ease up. Yes. And then gently release the left leg down and once again move to your full body stretch. Arms come overhead, point the fingers, point the toes. And from here, we're going to bend one knee, bend another into the chest. Extend the legs to the sky, cross the ankles, and take a few rocks forwards and backwards. Not only engage in that core, but beginning to massage that spine all the way from the base to the top of the neck. So taking this roll a few more times. Yes, I do love this stretch. Before we roll all the way up into a seated position, I'm going to keep our feet flat on the mat, knees are bent. As we wrap our right arm around the knees, we're going to twist to the left hand side, so keep that spine lovely and tall, gazing over that right, over that left shoulder. taking any tension away from the neck. Bringing that body back into the center, left arm wraps around those knees, and take this stretch over to the right hand side. Into the center, and from here we're going to move on to our sit bones, and we're going to bring the bottom of the feet together and move into your butterfly legs, so sliding the heels as close as you can get them. You're going to take hold of those feet as we inhale to gaze forward and exhale to forward fold. So we don't want that spine curved over, we want to keep as much of a straight back as possible. So even if your chest is lifted a little bit, that's okay. We want to feel the stretch on the inner part of our thighs. With every exhale, maybe you feel that body sink a little bit closer to the feet. On your inhale, we're going to gently bring the body up, and keeping the right foot where it is, we're going to slide the left foot forward. Right hand comes behind us, and we're going to move to a little bit of a back bend, to a modified wild thing. On your inhale, you're going to sweep the left arm all the way in front, bring those left toes to the mat, and lift the body into the sky, so open that spine. Inhale and exhale, relax the body all the way down, bring both feet back to your butterfly legs, and this time extend the right leg, take the left hand behind you, and we inhale, take this modified wild thing to the other side. Beautiful, relax the hips back down, and from here you're going to find your way into your tabletop. So maybe you cross those ankles or you swing those legs to the side, but making your way into your tabletop. So we're going to find some cat-cow stretches. So on your inhale, you're going to roll back the shoulders, drop the chest and gaze forwards. On your exhale, push into the hands to curve the spine, bringing the chin into the chest. And just making this movement a few more times, forwards and backwards, with the rhythm of your breath. So taking it as fast, taking it as deep as you like. Finding the stretch that your body is craving. Beautiful. And then when you've taken your stretches, you're going to bring the body back into a neutral position. And from here, we're going to inhale, take the left arm all the way to the sky. Now maybe you stay here, or if it's available, you can wrap this left arm behind you. Maybe you touch the right thigh, gaze up to pull back this left shoulder. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. From here, you're going to guide this right foot over to the right hand side, extend the left leg and move to a side body stretch. So we're going to sweep this left arm all the way overhead, opening up the side of the body, and maybe you stay here or maybe test your balance by lifting up this left foot. If you want to go any deeper, you can find that foot and open up these hips, gaze to the sky for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, yes my darlings, and for 1. Very gently release the left hand to the mat, release the left knee, and we're going to take this movement to the other side. So we inhale, right hand comes all the way to the sky and wrap it around you, maybe touching that left thigh. Pulling back this right shoulder to gaze the sky. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guide that left toes over to the left hand side. Extend the right leg and the right arm comes all the way overhead. Maybe lifting those right toes up, sending those fingers, pointing those toes, hold here, or maybe you find that foot and open up these hips, gaze to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing this body back into your tabletop. And from here, you're going to tuck those toes. I'm going to send the hip bones into the sky. So just exploring our down dog. So taking any movement here that feels good. Bending one knee, bending another, giving those hips a wiggle. Maybe nodding the head yes, shaking it now. Anything that feels good to you. We're not going to stay here long. And then when you're ready, we're going to lower those knees back to the mat. Swing the legs forward. And we're going to find our way back onto our back. So rolling all the way down, hugging one knee, hugging another into the chest. Maybe taking a few rocks from side to side just to massage the base of the spine here. And one final stretch. Maybe you find your way to a happy baby, or you can take a modified happy baby. So a modified happy baby is by taking those hands underneath the knees and gently separating the legs. If you have happy baby in your practice, then maybe you find the outside of the feet, pulling those feet as close as you can get to them shoulders, arms are straight. Holding for 10 breaths here. Making those exhales a little bit longer than your exhales. Before we gently bring those feet to touch, bring the knees to chest. And lift the shoulders, lifting the head, giving yourself a well-deserved hug. One more spinal twist to go before we finish this practice. So hugging this left knee nice and close, you're going to allow that right leg to relax flat on the mat. Right hand comes to the top of this left knee, and you're going to guide this left knee all the way across the body to the right hand side. Now the goal is not to get the knee to the floor, the goal is to keep both shoulders, but working with your breath to see how far that knee can go without lifting this left shoulder up. Before we inhale, my darlings, bring it back to the center and switch sides. So hugging this right knee nice and close, allow the left leg to relax down. Left hand comes on top of this right knee and move to your spinal twist to the other side. Maybe recognizing you have more space on one side than you do on the other. Moving back into the center, one final full body stretch. Before we find our way into our Shavasana, so the arms come down by your side. Taking any final movements that you crave. But once you've found your way here, just gonna let this body hang heavy, maybe scanning yourself from the top of the head to the top of the toes, checking in with how you're feeling. If you find any more space within you than you did before. So as always, if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, then I invite you to do so. Sending my love, sending my gratitude for joining me on the mat. Maybe you crave a bit more of a stretch and you can take this flow again or explore any more flows that I have on my channel. But if you're ready to come out with me, my darlings, then you're going to bend one knee, bend another, and very slowly allow that body to fall to one side, giving yourself a moment before you find your way in to a comfortable seated position, any position that you crave. But once you find your way here, inhale to roll back the shoulders. One hand comes to the heart, one hand comes to the belly. And we're just going to find a bit more space in that lungs with one final breath. So taking a beautiful deep inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, filling the belly, feeling them rise underneath your palms. And when you're ready with force, sigh it all the way out, blinking those eyes open if they're closed and coming back into the room. Thanking you for joining me on the mat today, my loves, for day 3 stretch flow out of this 12 days of yoga Christmas special. So if you enjoyed this flow, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow to bring a little bit of fire into our practice. So I'll see you tomorrow, my darlings.